Hey guys, so I'm having my coffee and I came across this wedding album. Are my eyes closed? Stop. Are my eyes closed? No. Oh, my eyes are closed. That's great. Fun fact, I actually kind of don't like my wedding pictures. I'll explain more in a bit, but anyway, I was cleaning out one of the closets and I was like, what's in this? And I think I have another wedding album. I think these were like the random pictures I didn't put in like the wedding album. But why did I print one with my eyes closed and then put it as the cover? Look. Oh, me and Florence. She was such a little darling. Look at her curls. She had the curliest hair. I know this is hard to see because it's like a photo. Oh, she's so sweet. Look at me and Florence. Oh, I don't want to cry. I feel like I could cry. I remember this like it was this morning to a T. Florence was actually sick that day. And I spent the night before my wedding, like the night before, in emergency room with her because she had an ear infection and a throat infection and nothing was opened. And I knew that she needed, because this was like at night, and I knew she needed a antibiotic. So the night before my wedding, went in with her and got her all fixed up, and she felt really crappy that day, but she did so good. Yeah, these must have been pictures I just didn't throw in the actual album. I don't know what we were doing. My sister was trying to wipe her face. You're never off mom duty, even on your wedding day. All about her. Look at us. She was the queen that day. We were both such babies, actually. I was only 24. And my dad, me and my mom. Oh, mom had her nails done. That looked pretty. I didn't realize mom got her nails done. We were getting my dad ready. So many memories, you guys. Maybe I'll show you more at another time, but I gotta change this tablecloth. The reason I don't love my wedding pictures, I shouldn't say I don't love my wedding pictures. I love my wedding pictures, but I feel like the photographer dropped the ball a little bit, and probably me too, but I feel like it shouldn't be my fault. So I'm like, our pictures are great, they're fine, but Trevor and I literally have maybe 4 pictures that are of just the two of us. All of our other, I don't even know if it is 4, maybe 2. 4 is a stretch, where it's just the two of us. And all the other photos we have that are just of the two of us are from like other people's photos that they have taken. And a lot of the pictures that we have printed in our home are taken by guests at our wedding, not the actual photographer. So the pictures we do have, I love, but we don't have any of just the two of us. It's literally all of our wedding party and us. And I guess I should have noticed that, but in the same sense, I was in every photo, so I felt like we were getting a lot of photos. I didn't really in the moment think like, oh, we don't really have any photos of me and Trevor. Like literally, guys, we don't have any wedding photos of the two of us, and it breaks my heart, and I hate thinking about it. I don't even know what I'm talking about because it upsets me so much that we don't have professional photos of the two of us. The only ones that we have is, I'll show you after I'm done talking, but there's like one photo outside the place that we met, but it's like of Trevor like dipping me. It's a beautiful photo, but like it's not of the two of us. And then like of our faces. And then we have another one where I'm like laying on the ground and he's looking at me. And then there's another one where we're both looking at the camera, but it's from here up. You guys seen it, it's at my mom's. We don't have any of the two of us, like just like in our wedding clothes, like just, I don't know. It's just, I can't believe I didn't pick that up. But in the same sense, like I was in every photo. So like I didn't notice that we weren't really getting photos of the two of us. And it's just so disappointing because it's like, oh, we really don't have any wedding photos of the two of us. There's lots of photos of me, Trevor, and our whole wedding party. There's lots of photos of like me and my family, Trevor and his family, the two of us with all of our wedding family. We even have like a photo of us with all of our guests. Like we have some really good photos, but like when it comes down to it, we don't really have any of the two of us. And the ones that we do like of the two of us are like iPhone quality, like 11 years ago. So it's like, but it is what it is. It's just pictures. We have a video, but the video is even worse. Anyway, if I could find the video, I mean, I have it. I know where it is, but I don't have a DVD player. So I guess I could put it on Alex's PlayStation because I think they play DVDs, PlayStations. But maybe someday I'll share little clips of it. But our wedding was fantastic. It was like the best day of my life. And honestly, not to be cheesy, but like the best decision I think I've ever made in my whole life was deciding to marry Trevor. This is so sappy, but like truly the hands down, the best decision I've ever made was to marry him. And the funny thing is like, it was not love at first sight at all. Like I almost broke up with Trevor like early on into our relationship. And I was living home and Trevor used to come over to my place, like my parents' place. I lived at home and visit. And he was supposed to come over one night. And I told my mom before he got there, I was like, I think I'm going to break up with Trevor. And she was like, why? And I was like, he's just too nice. Like, I don't know. It just makes me feel weird. She's like, don't you dare. Like, I'll never forget this conversation. She was like, don't you dare. I was like, what? She's like, think about that. Think about what you're saying. You're going to break up with him because he's too nice to you. She's like, why is that a bad thing? And I was like, it literally stopped me in my tracks. And I was like, she's right. Like, think about what you're saying. Like, literally, you're going to break up with this man because he's kind and he's respectful and he's sweet. Like, why would you? So I was like, okay, I won't break up with him. And then, I don't know. And then it was almost like my mom saying that, I started to appreciate those parts of him. And before I was like, oh, that's weird. He's opening the door for me. That's so weird. Or like, oh, I don't know. Trevor's he's a really good man. And I mean, I'm so grateful my mom like pulled me aside and was like kind of like, wake up. Like, what are you talking about? We always kind of laugh about that now. I'm like, Trevor, I almost broke up with you, but thank God. Like, I don't know. I feel like walking down memory lane because I was like looking at all our old photos and stuff, but it's like, thank God. And you know what? Another funny thing that I've never said on YouTube, I don't think. And I actually, at the time, I like never like broadcast it to many people because I was so scared that people would think it was weird. But Trevor and I actually did not live together until we were married. And that is so rare these days. And now I'm like kind of like proud of it. I'm like, oh, that's so different. And so like, I don't know, it's like not the norm anymore. So it's like, yeah, we did that. But at the time, I remember like telling people, like, I'm so bad. I remember telling people that I lived with him because I didn't want people to tell me like, oh, you should live with him before you're married. How do you know? Blah, blah, blah. Because I already knew and I just didn't want to hear. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to hear it. I knew and he knew, like, we just knew we were fine. Like, we knew we loved each other. We knew we were going to be together forever. Like, we knew. And so we didn't live together until we were married. And when I tell you, and it was just both personal, like both our personal beliefs, like what we wanted to do. That's what we decided to do for the both of us. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. And I remember, I was not one to like love planning weddings. Like when I'm like, trust me when I tell you, Trevor planned our entire wedding. He planned everything. I picked out my dress and my bridesmaid dresses and the flowers. And that's it. Trevor did everything. Trevor booked the venue, booked the photographer, booked like he did everything. like centerpieces. Like as I was like, I don't, like, I was just not that girl that like wanted to plan her wedding. But I was more so excited for the marriage. Like I was so excited to be married. And I wasn't like that girl that was so excited for the wedding. I was so excited to start this life with Trevor. And the thing is like, I never lived on my own. I never, like, when I went from my parents' place to being married. And I feel like some people might be like, that's really weird. That's really, but I don't know. I was so excited to be married, and this is like turned into a story time video, but like Trevor and I, we met like one day, and then 8 months later we were engaged. Like we moved so quick, and then a year after that we were married. So within 2 years we met, got engaged, got married, moved in, and got pregnant. It was so, and bought a house. Like that time in my life was so busy, but it was so glorious. It was so amazing. Like I love looking back at that time. I'm like, what the heck? We were crazy. Like nobody told me. And I don't think anyone told him, like, do you think this is like a bit quick? Like it's been 8 months and you're going to marry her. But like no one said anything because I just think it just seemed normal. Like everyone knew. I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm bragging like about how much I love my husband or something, but it's like, I was just looking back at our photos and I was like, oh, that time in our life was so busy. It was so hectic and so busy, but it was so fun. Anyway, we've been through a lot together over the years. But anyway, that being said, I really like my new shampoo that I bought, that I hauled. I think I washed my hair today and I feel like it's really pretty. I like it. My hair feels really good. It feels really healthy and clean and smells pretty and it's shiny. So I didn't straighten my hair. I just used the blow drying brush. And I feel like it's not as frizzy as my hair typically is. Anyway. I feel awkward now. I'll be back. This is the photo that we have, one of the ones of the two of us. So this is outside where we met. It's a nice photo, but it's like one of our only ones. And then these ones. This was taken with someone's camera or phone or something. So that's not even the photographer. That probably my mom took that or something. The photographer took that one. So that's one of our only ones. And then that one. Those are our only photos of the two of us. I am still so obsessed with this candle. It smells so good. It's almost gone. I burned through these, I tell you. Do you remember yesterday when I said my skin was not breaking out from chocolate and I was so shocked? Well, there it is. I knew my skin would probably start breaking out, although it's not as bad as it could be. But pretty well all of the Easter candy is gone, and to be honest, I'm like a little bit sick of chocolate, which is huge, and I doubt it will last long, but I'm just like, you know what, I'm good. I've done the Easter thing, and now I'm like a bit over the chocolate. But in other news, tomorrow, so today when you're watching this, is the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. 20% off, the spring sale. I believe it's the spring sale. They only have that sale a few times a year. They have it at Christmas and then in the spring, and I don't know when else they have it. But I don't know what I want to get because now I'm like all into makeup again, but you guys know I don't need anything. I was going to get shampoo, but I'm like, I don't really need to get it now because I have, I don't know. I don't know what I want to get. Like, it's definitely, like, you can't not get something on the sale. Like, you can, but you know what I mean? Like, 20% off, like, Sephora doesn't have sales. Maybe I'll get a nice perfume. I don't know. I have gift cards. This is the thing. I have gift cards. So I'm like, well, I want to use my gift cards when there's a sale. That's the smart thing to do, right? So, I don't know. Florence has gift cards, too. I don't know what I want to get. Let me know in the comments if you're getting anything from the sale. Ugh. Hi. I spent the whole night running around Charlottetown looking for this thing. It's called a fidget or a fiddle poker or fiddle popper or fiddle pop or something. It's like a fidget spinner. Like, you remember how fidget spinners were like all in the rage? It's basically like bubble wrap. And it's really, I don't know, it's for kids. Anyways, it's like the newest craze right now. And Alex came home from school and he was like, I want one so bad. And I knew that they were popular, but no one was asking for it, like none of the kids. So I was like, oh. So anyway, we went all around looking for this thing. It is quite, I actually really love this. I'm like, I can see it. It's very like, if you're someone who fidgets, I really like this. It's actually really sad. I literally took it from him. Anyway, so if you have someone in your life looking for one of these poppers, I got it at Hallmark. It's $6.99, so it's pretty cheap. $6.99, and they had, oh, my phone's ringing. 1 second. 30 minutes later, I'm back. What was I saying? Oh, I got it at Hallmark for $6.99, and they had a whole whack of them there. They had like the rainbow one. I guess the rainbow one's like the most popular one. And then they had like a pink one, a red one, and then they had one in a heart shape. And I don't know, so if like your kids or if you want one, that's where I got mine. Anyway, oh, I have not played Animal Crossing in 2 days. I don't know what's happening. I just got too busy. And I'm at 10,000 steps. That's the first time I got 10,000 steps in some time. And I didn't even go for a walk today. I just got 10,000 steps just like going about my day. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Although I was shopping, so running around looking for that thing. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. Sometimes I ramble. But I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.